Alright guys, so I just set you loose on your very first double object pronoun assignment. And while I have complete full faith that if you actually took the effort to go through the steps in your notes and think about it and took the time to do it, that you could totally do it, I do also appreciate the fact that you probably wouldn't mind some hand holding to get started. So here we go. Give me your hand. I want to hold it as I walk you through these steps for this assignment. So this assignment says, first, you're going to translate the sentence to English and diagram it as explained in our notes. So I told you guys I would send you a video that goes through how this process would work for the modelo. In the modelo, it says this. If I were to translate this, it would be Marissa sent a gift to Javier. So I'm going to translate it, and then I need to diagram it. Well, Marissa sent it, so that's my subject and verb. According to my notes, it says first you find that, and then you find the direct object by asking who or what's being verbed. So, who or what's being sent? A gift, and I'll circle that. And then I find the indirect object by asking to or for, or sometimes from whom. To or for whom is the gift being sent? To Javier, so I'm going to box that. And then I go to step B. It says, rewrite the Spanish sentence with the missing IOP. Diagram it. Well, up here in the general directions it says, sorry about that, most of these sentences are missing the necessary IOPs, because if something's being done to or for someone, there must be an IOP. Well, something's definitely being done to or for someone in the sentence, Marissa sent a gift to Javier. So technically speaking, the book sentence is not grammatically correct. It's missing the IOP. What IOP would I want or need to have in the sentence? Well, it's happening to Javier. So I ask myself, if my choices are me, te, lay, no, sos, lace, what IOP would I want? I would want lay. And then I ask myself, where would I put it? Well, I only have a conjugated verb, so there's only one place to put it, before it. So that's step B. Step C says, rewrite the English sentence using both direct and indirect object pronouns. Diagram the sentence. Well, just like in your notes, you have your Spanish direct object pronoun choices, you also have your English direct object pronoun choices. If you were to look them up, you would see that you can find them by asking the question, can the teacher help? So your choices are, can the teacher help me, you, him, her, it, we, you guys, or them? So those are my choices for my direct object. And for my indirect object pronoun choices, in your notes it says your choices are to or for me, to or for you, to or for him, her, it, to or for us, to or for you guys, and to or for them. So if I were to rewrite my English sentence with pronouns, I would say Marissa sent not a gift, but it, not to Javier, but to him. Diagrammed. Step D says, translate C to Spanish, replacing the objects with pronouns. Direct object pronouns replace direct objects, and we don't want any IOP clarification. Diagram. So, if I were to go to my notes, to rewrite a sentence, I would state the subject and conjugate the verb. So I still want Marissa envió. Then I'm going to select my indirect object pronoun and direct object pronoun and put the happy couple in order. If Marissa sent it to Javier, we already said our IOP is lay. If she sent a gift, un regalo, I need the singular masculine it direct object pronoun. My choices are me, te, lo, la, nos, os, los, or las. If it's replacing un regalo, singular and masculine, it would be lo. If I consult my notes as to what the order is, it would say indirect object pronoun before direct object pronoun, so I would have lay low. But can you lay low in Spanish? I hope you're saying, no, profe, you can't. How do you fix it? You change it to say low. Step 6. Place the pronouns in an appropriate spot in relationship to the type of verb that you have. What type of verb do I have in my sentence? Just a conjugated one. Where do they go? In front. So, that's not the right screen. Here we go. I would still have Marissa envió, but I need to put say space lo in front. That's how I came up with these answers following the steps for A through D for the modelo. But to reward you for actually watching this video and caring about your education, I'm also going to go over number 1 with you. So here we go. Step 1, or 2, I can't think. Number 1, letter A, translate it to English and diagram the sentence. So if I look at the sentence that's given to me in the book, for number 1, it's this. I told you guys in my tips that number 1 is a command, and tantos means so many. So this is a negative command, and if I had to think of a verb that dace could come from, I can only come up with one really short verb that starts with the letter D. And I know it's been a while since you guys have done commands, but -2 commands, you take the yo form, drop the o, add the opposite ending. This is definitely the opposite ending for dar, so I'm going to say it's dar. So in a command, it'd be saying, don't give, or don't you give. In the tips from Profe, it says tantos means so many. I look up dulces, and it says that it means sweets, treats, or candies, and a los niños means to the children, kids, or boys. So I've translated my sentence, and now I need to diagram it. My subject and verb, I underlined. I ask who or what's being verb to find the direct object. Who or what's being given? So many sweets. And I have a lot of students. I'm sorry I'm breathing heavy, guys. I'm pregnant right now, and it makes it really hard to breathe, so sorry if it feels like I'm breathing in your ear. That's gross. But anyway, I have a lot of students that don't know what to do with so many, and they don't circle it. But if I ask who or what's being given, it's so many sweets, treats, or candies. Just like if I was saying that someone was giving away red trucks. Who or what's being given? Red trucks. Red would be a part of the direct object pronoun information, or the direct object information. To find out the indirect object, I ask to or for whom. To or for whom? The answer is to the children, kids, or boys, and I circle all of that information. Next, it says, rewrite the Spanish sentence with the missing IOP. As it states up here, if something's being done to or for someone, there must be an IOP. So again, the book sentence is not grammatically finished. It still needs the IOP. What IOP do we need if we're saying it's happening to the children, kids, or boys? Well, my choices are mete, lay, nosos, or lace, so we're missing lace. And where do we put it in relationship to a negative command? Before it. Step C says, write an English sentence replacing the direct object, so many sweets, candies, or treats, with a direct object pronoun. If my choices are me, you, him, her, it, we, you guys, or them, I would say don't give them. To or for whom? I got to replace to the kids, so just to them. I have a lot of students that say, that sentence doesn't sound like anything I'd say in English. But you would say, don't give them to her, don't give them to us, so why wouldn't you say don't give them to them? Step D says, rewrite the Spanish sentence, replacing the direct object with the direct object pronoun, and taking out any IOP clarification. So I'm going to get rid of the a los niños and only use lace. I need to ask myself, what DOP do I want to replace tantos dulces? Well, just looking at dulces, I wouldn't know the gender, but tantos is in front of it. That tells us that it must be a masculine word. So what I want, me, te, lo, la, nos, os, los, or las. I would want los. I put the couple in order. I'm just following the notes here. It says, select them, put the happy couple in order. It would be lace los, but as you know, you can't do that, so I'm going to fix it and say los, and put them in the appropriate spot. If the appropriate spot was in front of dace here, because it's a negative command, it's going to be the appropriate spot again. In the correct order, as two separate words, say los, dace. And that's how you do number 1. I hope you feel like it was worthwhile and that you were rewarded for watching this video, because not only did I explain how it's done with the modelo, but I also did number 1 with you. So I hope that you're going to put in the time and effort to get the right answers for 2, 3, 4, and 5 as well. Because again, this is going to be just like a section that's going to be on your written quiz for Unit 2AB. I know you can do it. Good job.